Scammers are getting smarter, and one call could put your computer, mobile or tablet at risk. But don't worry, I'll show you how you can fight back to stay secure. Have you ever received a phone call telling you your computer has a virus or malware? What did you do? In part 3 of the Stay Safe Online Sleep Easy series, I will chat about scammers trying to convince you your device has been compromised, as well as discuss what steps you can take to remain safe as you can whilst online. Grab a cuppa. Feel free to stop and start this video as often as you like so that you can make the most of the information. Let's get started. Phone scammers. We've chatted about phone scammers trying to scam you out of your hard-earned savings, claiming they're from a telecommunications provider, government department and the like. Today I'd like to chat about those cretins who call and claim that your computer or other device is at risk to having a virus or malware on it. Beware, beware, beware. These scammers are some of the most nastiest type of scammers around, and they especially prey on older people. So the first rule of thumb is immediately hang up the phone. Avoid being sucked in by these cretins and tell them to go crawl back under the rock they came from. The second rule of thumb is never ever give them your credit card or debit card details. Yes, they want you to pay rather to fix the problem. What they really want you to pay for is giving them access to hack your computer and download your personal data. The third rule of thumb is never ever give them remote access to your device. In fact, never give anyone or any individual, even from reputable companies, remote access to your computer. I had a tech support person from legit companies over the years requesting remote access. I simply informed them of my rule never to give anyone remote access and asked them to talk me through the steps they would like me to take so I can give them the required information, and normally they will allow this to happen. Another story is of friends of mine. I'll call them Sam and Samantha. While Sam had the caller on the phone, the caller was literally hacking his computer. They then had to take the computer to a reputable repair company and had to pay to have their computer fully cleaned. A year later, the scammer rang Samantha and insisted that she pay again. When Samantha informed the scammer that Sam, her husband, had passed away, the scammer totally disregarded this and kept on insisting that he would charge the credit card. Samantha simply hung up the phone and never heard from them again. Not only did my friends have to pay to have their computer hacked, they also had to pay to have their computer cleaned. And the scammer had the gall to call back nearly a year to the date and insist that Samantha would have to pay yet again, as it was a type of subscription service. If your computer has a virus or malware, what can you do? Yes, you can immediately call a computer repair store and have them clean your computer. This is a good move. However, let's chat first about some options you might like to try before ringing the computer place. Run your antivirus software. But Desley, I don't have such software. Okay, I've got you covered. There are free and also paid antivirus software you can obtain. The paid version may also have a 30-day free trial for you to access prior to making a decision to buy on their subscription type renewal service. Over the years, I've used a range of antivirus software programs. Currently, my go-to software is ESET. I took out a 30-day free trial and ended up paying the annual fee and even renewed this fee in December 2024. I can install ESET on 3 different devices, and it's a very lightweight and efficient software in that it doesn't take up many system resources, however is very fast in doing full scans. Malwarebytes is also a fabulous anti-malware program. You can obtain a 30-day free trial of the premium version. However, you can then elect to have the free version or pay for the premium on an annual subscription. I personally have the premium paid version as it offers real-time protection, whereas the free version one has to manually run the scans. This simply comes down to a matter of preference. As long as you regularly run the scans, the free version will do a good job for you. I also have installed on my computer Super Anti-Spyware, which also has a 30-day free trial of the premium paid version. Again, like Malwarebytes, you can elect to have the free version or the paid version after the trial has been completed. This software picks up what both ESET antivirus and Malwarebytes don't. So it's good to have in your arsenal to combat scammers and hackers. I use the free version of Super Anti-Spyware, and I find that it does a good job for me. I don't need the paid version, whereas I have the paid version of ESET, and it is only a paid version after the trial, and I also have Malwarebytes as a paid version. I've also used antivirus programs in the past, Bitdefender, Bullguard, which was taken over by Norton's. Once Norton's took over and the subscription year ran out, I simply moved on. I've also tried Sophos, Sophos, however was not a program I was prepared to pay for. In many respects, it's a matter of choosing an antivirus program that is right for you and is easy to use. A note of caution though, Windows computers come with Windows Defender, and quite frankly to me, I don't like it. Some people do think it's good. I personally don't. I feel that it because it only updates its definitions every 30 days, you could be leaving your device wide open to being hacked and getting viruses and malware on your computer. So I personally don't like it. I personally wish I could uninstall the program, but Microsoft have made sure that can't happen. However, using ESET means the antivirus program overrides Windows Defender as the primary antivirus program, so I live with Windows Defender being on the computer. Please avoid thinking you don't require an antivirus program because you have Windows Defender. If you prefer not to have a paid antivirus program, then there are a few options for you. Some I have tried and others I have not. However, I will list them for your consideration. Before I start, please note Bitdefender no longer has a free version. They only have the paid versions currently, which is rather a shame. It is a very good antivirus program. So unless you're prepared to pay for Bitdefender, you can't use the free version after the trial. Avast, the free version, is literally full of ads and can really drive one nuts trying to read a web page without their highly aggressive and very intrusive ad pop-ups every few minutes or so wanting you to upgrade to the paid version. If you can put up with the ads or know how to turn them off, or at least minimize the number of them, this could be a good go-to free antivirus program for you. If you type into ChatG, that's G for golf, P for Peter, T for Tango, so chatgpt.com, and ask how to turn off the notifications and the ads from Avast, you will get a range of steps that you can undertake. So it is an option for you. Personally, it just drives me nuts, and I literally uninstalled it within a day of installing the free version. I highly recommend you also watch the YouTube channel Your Computer Guy, Scott. It is highly informative and breaks down the tech terminology into very easy understand language. I've included in the description his channel video link to a discussion with another well-known tech guy, Nico, on why Scott stopped recommending the free Avast antivirus program. It is well worth watching, and you can watch it for free. It's not I'm not promoting any product or service or anything like that in these videos. I'm just giving you the information. AVG free antivirus, like Avast, is highly aggressive and intrusive pop-up ads wanting you to upgrade to the paid version. This is understandable because the parent company of AVG is Avast. ARIA free antivirus, I've never used it, so it might be worth checking out. It does have fewer ads than AVG and Avast. However, it doesn't have a firewall protection. So that's like a security system to protect unauthorized access into or out of your computer network. I've tried to keep the technical terms to a minimum. However, you may be confused on whether to go for free or paid antivirus. Maybe the way to think of this is that you are taking out insurance for your computer and other devices like you would for your home and contents. If you can afford a paid program, which is an annual subscription after the 30-day free trial, I would recommend you do so. Free versions only update their software every 30 days with the latest virus or malware, whereas the paid versions update in real time when the virus or malware becomes known, in order to stop the virus from infecting so many computers. Another safety feature that you can use for your online endeavors is using a VPN, which stands for Virtual Private Network. Most have a 30-day free trial subscription, like Getflix, GETFLIX VPN, and then charge a monthly subscription fee. A totally free plan VPN is Proton, that's Proton VPN, and I've used both Getflix and also Proton, but I also want you to be aware that not all VPN providers are equal. What I've found with Getflix and Proton is that both have a smaller reduced line download speed capabilities. This means you will not find too much a noticeable difference in how long it takes you to access a web page in your browser. This is very important as you don't want to get tired of waiting for a page to load so you can either read or do online shopping and the like. Otherwise, you simply will not use the service. In order to check the line speed, type into the URL speed test, that's speed, S-P-E-E-D, test, it's all one word, speedtest.net, N-E-T. Then click go. Now you don't have to have an account or pay anything. What I would do is I would check the line speed without using the VPN that you've downloaded and installed, and then I would check the line speed when you're using the VPN. You should receive a good indication of what your normal line speed is in the first test, and then what the line speed is when you use a VPN. If there is too much of a difference, check out other VPN providers, or maybe even check out, because most VPNs you can elect different countries or cities to get the VPN, to connect the VPN, and you might want to try out that one that's closer to your country of residence. However, if I would suggest, if the line speed, if there's more than 10 megabits, that's Mbps per second, so megabits per second, so Mbps, if there's more than a 10 Mbps drop in your line speed, then I would move on to a different provider, because it's just going to be too slow and it'll drive you nuts. When should you use a VPN? Well, this question is akin to how long is a piece of string. Some say whenever you access the internet, others say when you travel overseas, or when you're using free Wi-Fi. And then others say whenever you're accessing sensitive websites that require you to complete personal data, e.g. financial institutions like your bank and so forth. So I will leave this entirely up to you. However, it doesn't hurt to use a VPN as a regular practice, so you can feel easy that your online experiences are safe. Today we've had a chat about scammers calling you and trying to convince you your device is infected, and the 3 rule of thumbs to observe. We've also talked about some antivirus and anti-malware programs for you to consider, whether free or paid, and also whether to use a VPN provider. This brings me to the end of the Stay Safe Online, Sleep Easy series. There is so much more. However, I hope you have found this series helpful in giving you a general overview on how you can stay safe and protect your retirement savings, your identity and your savings, and your sanity as well. Remember, what has been covered is really only the tip of an iceberg. However, you can, with the range of strategies, arm yourself to beat the scammers and tell them to go crawl back under the rock they came from. What strategies do you use? Please leave a comment in the video, below the video. If you have any questions, ideas or suggestions, please don't hesitate to include in the comments section below. I regularly check the comments so I can respond to you. Have a great day, be kind to one another. Chat to you in next week's video where we chat about the happiness factors. Bye for now.